Hey there, LEGO fans, welcome back. Alex here. In this video, we are going to be doing a review of the new, amazing LEGO Ideas Viking Village. I'm very excited about this set. I've been waiting a long time to have this thing in my collection, and here it is. Let me go ahead and officially introduce you to the new Viking Village. This is set number 21343, contains 2,103 pieces, and retails for $130 US. Now, if you are thinking that piece count seems high for that price tag, well then you are thinking what I am thinking, because for 130 bucks, 2,100 pieces is a lot, but this thing has a lot of small pieces, and that is the reason for that discrepancy. But as you can see, those very small pieces really add a lot to the amazing detail of this set. Before I get ahead of myself here, let's take a look at the instructions. There is just one book, thank goodness, and this instruction book was quite educational. Now, I knew next to nothing about Vikings, but after some reading, I found a lot of interesting facts about Vikings. Darn you, LEGO, you made me learn new things. We also get a message from the fan designer, who has quite the education in history. Now, when the images of this set were first released, I saw a lot of comments on social media about the horns in the Vikings helmets. Apparently, a lot of people took issue with this because Vikings didn't have this feature, I guess. Well, the designer actually addresses this concern in the instruction booklet. Let me read that to you now. He says, even though this set does not aspire to depict a realistic Viking village, for one, I included the 100% fictive horns on the helmets. There you go. He even recognizes that. And you know what? If you bought this set and you still have a problem with it, guess what? You can take your minifig and you can take out the horns. There you go. Problem solved. After learning cool things about Vikings and the designers, we go into the build, which has 15 sections, but really it has 3 main sections, which are the blacksmith, the chieftain's longhouse, and the watchtower. Now, I will say that this set would be easy for 3 people to build at once, though your extra builders will need to pull up the instructions online. There are 4 minifigures in this set, 2 male and 2 female. This is a good looking group. We get a blacksmith, a chieftain, shield maiden, and finally an archer. Now, the shield maiden is the only one with a reversible face, where she gives us this nice little wink. I also like the fact that they gave the archer some face paint as well. Really cool to see that. Now, when I put the hammer in the blacksmith's hand, I noticed it had a print on it. I thought that was pretty darn cool, which reminds me, there are no stickers in this set. Yes! There are a good number of printed elements too, including the rune here at the front of the blacksmith. Now, let's take a look at the village. First of all, this thing has some great detail to it. One of the features that I think really makes this set visually appealing is the fact that the base of each building is not aligned to the corresponding studs of its neighbor. They're actually all connected with rods and these claw elements. We usually see LEGO sets use Technic pins like the modular buildings do to connect other sections or buildings, but due to the angle of this set, those would obviously not work. So I think that was actually a very clever solution. The terraforming is also top-notch in this set, though I will say there were times it got a bit tedious when building the rock area under the watchtower. The village appears to be an island. I don't see any edge that doesn't have the blue plates showing. This is fine, but I think the addition of maybe a fishing boat would have been nice here, especially since they are obviously doing some fishing. I also would have liked to see maybe another tree. We have just this small pine out here in the front, and there's a small pine tree just behind the blacksmith as well. But enough of all that. Let's go ahead and take a look at these 3 different structures and see what they're all about. First, we have the blacksmith. The roof comes off, allowing for better access. Inside, we see what we always see in a blacksmith, but this time it's just for the Vikings. The main feature will be the forge, which offers the only moving feature in this set. You can make the flames move up and down by pushing on this lever here. I think a light brick would have been really nice to have here, so that seems like it was a miss to me. There are plenty of tools and weapons the blacksmith makes here for her Viking pals. Next door, we have the chieftain's longhouse. This is the main gathering place for the Vikings, though there's only one seat, which is more of a throne, and that's where the wise and battle-hardened chieftain sits. I also like the red banners hanging from either side. In the middle is a fire pit with a spit where they can make a feast. I also feel like we could have had a light brick under those flames, especially given the amount of space under the floors. I also want to make sure I mention the main doors to the longhouse. These are made of several pieces and look and work very well. And then we have the watchtower. I really like the rock stairway leading up to the door. This is a building skill I really wish I could master. Now, to access the interior of the watchtower, we remove the back wall here. Now, some food such as bread, berries, and a pumpkin are in here as well as a ladder leading up to this sketchy looking bridge. Now, this leads of course to the lookout where a Viking can keep watch for incoming threats. One more pretty cool feature is that this thing has a small cave underneath the watchtower. It's not exactly hidden or even that large, but it does allow for our Vikings to have quick and easy access to valued minerals. So that is my review of the new Viking Village, and this is usually the part of my video where I would make my recommendation of this set, whether you should buy it or not. That's easy for me today because I actually bought this thing with my own money, and having built it and seeing it here, I recommend it. This thing is pretty darn cool. Now, it's not perfect. I think I would actually want to see maybe just one more minifigure. I think 4 at the price point is a little bit low, so having that 5th would have been really nice. I also want to say, and this is kind of getting a little nitpicky, that because this is a village, I would have really liked to see some living quarters or space or beds or something like that in addition to this, but I understand that that would make it bigger and therefore a more expensive Lego set. But for what we get, I think it's a great value. Now, before I pick this thing up and place it downstairs, I want to make one more thing clear. This thing can be dangerous to pick up because of the way it's connected with these 3 different sections. So if you lift it up, and you can kind of see how it's kind of wobbly right there. So just make sure that your fingers are encompassing all 3 sections there if you want to carry it that way. That's how I'm going to do it. But if you're kind of just grabbing it at the very edges here, you're looking for a world of hurt there. So be very careful with that. All right. That all being said, let's take this thing downstairs and get it placed. Make our way down here to the basement, and you can already see it. There it is. Underneath the city is, you kind of go back in time as you go underneath the table here to medieval times, and that's going to be the best spot I have for the Viking Village right here. So it's going to be in this little lake or pond. It's going to be the next door neighbor to the Falconers, the 3-in-1 castle right there. I'm making some changes here in the medieval theme. I have the farm moved over there. I thought that was a better use of the space. Some chaos here as I try to get some stuff organized, especially in the medieval market village, which is going to go right there where the farm used to be. I heard a rumor that we're going to get a new medieval market village for 2024 perhaps. That would be really cool to see. But what's really cool to see right now is Viking Village. Let me know what you guys think of this thing in the comments section below. Is this a set you guys are excited about? We'll be picking up now or maybe later. Regardless, I am very happy to have it in my collection, and I think it looks pretty cool right here. It'll grow on me. You know, it's a little different, I will say, surrounded by all these castles, but you know what? It's all good. All right, guys, as always, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye.